It's about 8 police out there that they're trying to, to figure out what to do with Barb. I mean, they got everything in the world. They're ready for him. His wife comes downstairs. Well, no, I think his wife stepped in from somewhere. She come and looked at him. She walked right over to him, Barb, and she just slapped him and told, come on here.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Wrestling Time Machine by Sportskeeda. And you can find us on YouTube at Sportskeeda Wrestle Binge. Now, all of our shows drop right there. And, of course, anywhere you find your favorite podcast. Along with me, my two co-hosts, as they are every single week, legendary pro wrestling journalist, Mr. Bill Apter.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here.
And our other partner is none other than WWE Hall of Famer, Holla, Teddy Long.
Yeah. Hey, Holla, back at you, player.
You stole a couple of your hollers there, Teddy.
Well, that's all right. I'll loan them to Mac anytime.
Oh, I like it. That's good.
I want to talk about this past weekend real quick. Teddy and I had the pleasure of being up in St. Louis for the St. Louis Wrestling Hall of Fame and the SICW Fan Fest. And Bill, you were missed. A lot of people were asking why you weren't there, and we explained what was going on. You had a family thing to do.
You had a family thing, right?
And of course, that was your anniversary again. Happy anniversary!
And
hope
also,
my
little granddaughter's second birthday party the same day.
That's right. You sent me some pictures too, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful family. And Teddy, man, what a time! We had a great time. We were there, didn't we?
Yes, sir. We had a real good time, man. I was just happy, to be a part of that. Seeing a lot of the legends and a lot of the guys that I started in my career with. I had the opportunity to work with basically everybody that was there. For as a legend, I worked with them back in the day in my career. So just to to be alive and to be able to see all that and to see where I came from to what I have accomplished, and without the help of all those guys that were there, then none of this would have never happened for me. So I owe everything to all those guys that were there and gave me the opportunity to work with them back in the day.
It's a family affair. I mean, when you get together, because I've been at many conventions with you, Teddy, and it's so nice. It's the family that our relatives don't even know exist when we go out on the road. It's our other family.
Yeah, I've always felt that way. And I tell people that when I go to these conventions is that I feel at home, even though I'm not at home. You feel like you're at home because you're meeting old friends, and you could not have seen them for maybe 2 or 3 years, but you pick right back up where you left off the second you meet again.
I still owe you that money?
Yeah. Teddy was trying to get money out of JBL over the weekend. He kept hollering at him that he owed him money.
He does owe me money.
He's got it. So,
Teddy, can you tell a story? This is a hilarious story, but I don't know how you can tell it. But you might be used to working or dancing around it a little bit. Haku, who I had the pleasure of meeting in person. I've known Haku through Facebook for years now, but never had the chance to actually meet him in person, and got a chance to meet him over the weekend. This guy is so funny, but he's also such a gentleman. I noticed as people were trying to get up into the ring in the Hall of Fame, he hopped up out of his seat and made sure people got up those steps and through those ropes okay. A really cool guy. But Teddy, can you share one of those stories with us about Haku?
One time we were in Baltimore, Maryland there, and I guess it might have been the Great American Bash. I'm not sure. But anyway, that something had happened at the ring, and they wanted, everybody from the locker room, to run down. Everybody had to run to the ring. So Haku had already gone down before me, and so, by this time I get down, I start running, and I come by, and I look, and he ain't even made it down there. So I just yells at him, and I tell him, I said, run!
He outran Haku to the ring.
There's another side of him that I saw. He loves his family. He loves people. But when people are nasty to him, he's a shooter. And I once saw him punch his fist through a wall, and it might have been in Baltimore at a restaurant there or whatever. But you have to treat him with respect because he demands it. He's a really, really... He's a gentleman, but you don't want to. He's a shooter, right, Teddy?
Yeah, well, you know, you got to treat him with respect because that's what he does. He respects everybody. You know what I mean? One of the nicest guys that you could ever meet.
Now, there was another guy that had a great story you told me about this weekend that I had never heard before about the hotel and the bar. Can you share that one?
Well, it's about the Barbarian. You know, another sweetheart, another real nice guy. And everybody was at the bar drinking there, and I think the bartender, they wanted to cut Barbarian off. You know, didn't going to give him no more alcohol, so he got pretty hot about that. So he was just ranting and raving, and so they called the police and they locked these 2 glass doors, you know, so nobody could get in or get out. So Bob, he just went right over to those glass doors and he just grabbed both of them like this right here, brother, and he just pulled them both open with his own strength. He pulled them open, he come right back in. He went to the elevator, and when the elevator door opens, there's Jimmy Boogie Woogie Valiant there. He steps out. Barbarian grabs him, throws him right back up in the elevator. Okay, so now it's about 8 police out there that they're trying to, you know, to figure out what to do with Bob. I mean, they got everything in the world. They're ready for him. His wife comes downstairs. I think his wife stepped in from somewhere. She come and looked at him. She walked right over to him. Bob. And she just slapped him and told, "Come on here," and she took him right on out of there.
He calmed right down.
His personal policewoman.
Yeah. There were 10 police scared to death.
Oh my God.